What's up, guys? CSG Cisco back again a little earlier this week to talk about the new Saints Row what was it, like teaser trailer or something like that? The new Saints Row teaser trailer. So I already watched it, which is the reason why I won't be watching it on reaction like a video or anything. I already watched it. So it's whatever. I mean, I also watched the gameplay, like it was like a pre-alpha gameplay teaser. It's like 19 seconds long or something. So to get my thoughts out on this, because immediately I felt like I had to like voice my opinion in some way, shape, or form to get it out there somewhere. Because I've been wanting a continuation, or I guess another game in the series for a long time now. I don't know. It's been like 8 years. I don't remember how long ago. When was the last time? Hold on. I'm gonna search it up right now. What was the last Saints Row? Saints Row 4 came out. Saints Row release date. Release date 2013. Wow. It has been 8 years. Wow. Sheesh. Okay, so it's been 8 years since Saints Row 4 has come out. And it just, I don't know. Like, I've wanted a new Saints Row game after, like, a couple years. I wouldn't say 8 years, because 8 years will be since Saints Row 4 came out. And I had my fun with that game. It was cool. I'm not one of the mind that, like, Saints Row 3 and 4 are, like garbage or anything. They're not the same as Saints Rows 1 and 2, where Saints Row 1 and 2 were more like, serious, grounded, gang-related stories. And Saints Row 3, I don't know, veered into like, oh, they became celebrities now. So not only are they a gang, but now they're celebrities and they're rich and all this other shit, right? They're well known. They're so, very big criminal empire or whatever. It worked out. And then Saints Row 4 kind of veered into like a weird direction, honestly, like, becoming the president and stuff like that, fighting aliens. It was so stupid, but like, I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was. It was pretty fun, but I didn't want another game like it. So here we are, right, where we are releasing Saints Row Reboot. The Got Out of Hell rebooted the series. It looked like Johnny would be a police officer in this one or whatever. Anyway, fuck it. From what we saw in this gameplay trailer, I'm not too fond of the characters off rip. Mainly because, like, I mean, they don't look like gang members, bro. These motherfuckers look like, I don't know, hipster niggas. Like, a couple years ago, I used to live in El Paso, and like, if I went downtown, you could find all of them. You could find all the guys that are like right there in that gameplay trailer downtown, drinking like coffee or some shit at like this like outdoor coffee place with like the fucking, what are they, the Christmas lights covering the veranda and all this other nice shit, encircling the pillars and all that other stuff. So I mean, they be outside drinking like green coffee or some shit, and like, I don't know, like reading a book or some shit. They don't look like gangsters, bro. Like, it didn't really look like a Saints Row game. I mean, I don't mind the art direction, to be honest, because I am one of the mind that it's always art style over graphics for me. For me, it's always art style over graphics. And the reason I say that is because there's games that were made, like, I don't fucking know, like the original Uncharted games. Those don't look great now. Or Mortal Kombat 9, for the time it came out in, was one of the more realistic looking games that has come out on the PS3, right? So Mortal Kombat 9 came out in the PS3, on the PS3, and it was one of the more, I should say, more realistic looking games. Of course, Uncharted, I think, and I guess the Assassin's Creed games were the most realistic looking ones in that time period. And I think Mass Effect or whatever, maybe, I think that one came out in the 360. Whatever, I digress. Those games looked realistic, whatever. They don't look good now. And I'm talking about the original releases of the games. Of course, Mass Effect got, its HD remaster or whatever, and it looks good again. But by, today's standards, it looks pretty nice. It doesn't look amazing or anything like that. It looks serviceable. Um, all those games, I'm not really into like hyper realism in video games. For example, Mortal Kombat 11. I like the graphics for it are hyper realistic, but I think it's one of the worst. It's bottom tier. I shouldn't say one of the worst, but it's a bottom tier fighting game. It's a bottom tier fighting game. Only reason it sells a lot is because more graphics and nostalgia bait, right? Like who cares? Those games aren't really great. One of the best looking fighting games are made by Arxis right now, and Tekken is a really nice looking fighting game as well. Um, this whole like graphics over everything else thing is not for me, right? For me, it's all about art style and gameplay over everything else. I don't care about, well, I do care about other things, but I don't care about them as much as gameplay and art style, right? Like for example, Valkyrie Profile. If I can search up when that shit was made, I know it was on the PS1, but I don't know what year. Like it came out in 1999. That shit looks better than a lot of games that come out nowadays. Valkyrie Profile came out in 1999, and that shit looks better than a lot of modern video games. Ain't that shit crazy? Man, that's crazy. For a second, I thought I stopped recording accidentally, so I had to look down. I was like, oh. But I don't know, the art direction they're going in. I don't mind. Some people are saying, oh, it looks like Fortnite because I guess they're going in a kind of cartoony direction based off what I saw on the gameplay alpha or pre-alpha. Oops, I dropped my fucking water bottle. But the gameplay pre-alpha, I'll get it later. Whatever. Uh, it looks okay. I'm fine with it, honestly. I mean, you get to make your own character and stuff like the original Saints Row games. I just wish that the characters were, not these like new hipster lookalikes or whatever, like these hipster types or whatever. I don't know. It's like, do they know what gangbangers look like or whatever? I don't know. It's like they're trying hard not to like play on like stereotypes, so they made them look kind of like goofy regular kids or whatever. Like bro, I don't know, man. It's not really, it's not it. The art style is fine though. I'm fine with the art style and the gameplay direction. Of course, I did see the alpha, like I said, like 3 times. I did see that shit and it looked okay. It looked all right so far. I mean, it was like glimpses. Obviously it's like 19 seconds, so you can't really tell by that, like for real. But like I think the shooting looks a lot better than what it did in like Saints Row 3 and 4. The shooting, all that stuff looked way better. Looks way better, way better. But it's not. It's because I guess some people are disappointed because it's not as serious as 1 and 2 are, and I don't mind it being not as serious as 1 and 2. Motherfuckers expect this shit. Niggas expect this shit to be like Grand Theft Auto or some shit. Like, bro, Saints Row has tried to come separate itself. The reason why they made Saints Row 3 the way it was made is because I guess they wanted to separate themselves from Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto was telling like um, realistic like gang stories or realistic like street stories and shit like that. But Saints Row is trying to tell the stories, but they're trying to add a little goofy, playful elements to them, and I like that about those games. I like this the two different elements. If I want to play Grand Theft Auto, I'll play Grand Theft Auto. If I want to play something a little more goofy, a little don't take it too seriously type game, I'll play fucking Saints Row, right? That's how I feel. Oh, some niggas out there are upset it ain't looking as realistic or whatever, and I'm fine with it not looking realistic. Like I said, I'm all about art style over graphics, right? I'm all about that shit. It's just I feel like maybe wait it out because it's pre-alpha. Then again, at the same time, I do have to voice the concern about the cast. Not a fan. Not a fan of the cast, but here's hoping that they tweak them because I'm sure they already finished the writing. They already finished the writing and the story and everything. So the best we can hope of at this point is that they like change the character models because the characters are probably already set in stone. Like the characters, the way that they look is probably going to be set in stone unless they change the title of the game to not be Saints Row and be something completely different. And then we could just take it from there. I guess that'll be fine, right? Make a completely new series with like Saints Row elements or whatever. Just name it something else. It's not Saints Row, so this way, in the future, if they want to bring the series back, They can, or they'll just change the models, like I said, to look a little bit more, to look like, like you're taking them a little more seriously, right? At least when it comes to, being gangbangers or anything like that. Well, I mean, that's really all I gotta say about this shit, to be honest. At least for now, depending on the developments that may come or may not come in the future, right? Um, yeah, that's all I really got to say for now, man. Questions, comments, concerns, whatever it is you got to say about it. If you agree or disagree. I don't know. I'm pretty sure a lot of motherfuckers are gonna disagree with me because a lot of people over here, at least in the West, right? Because I'm a Japanese game guy. I like Japanese video games more than like Western video games. So a lot of people that like playing Western games, anything that American or European studios like releasing, are gonna be the graphics over everything else crowd. I personally, I'm into Japanese video games, and they're all about art style and style, like stylization, heavy stylization, and gameplay, right? Which is more up my alley. Um, so I don't know. I'm just gonna wait it out and see how this goes out or how this plays out and stuff. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I don't really got much to say other than that though. Like I said earlier, I said the other shit earlier. So whenever it is that you're watching this or wherever it is that you're watching this, good morning, good afternoon, or good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, 2 days from now, when the next One Piece chapter comes out. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll be back probably sooner. Who knows, right? I'll see you guys next time though. Take care, man. Have yourselves a good one.